Hey, what's up? It's LineEO14 here, and we're recording another Bridges video, and today we're recording a tips and tricks video. Mostly destructor tips, but some other really useful tips that you need to know. So, let's get started. My first tip is going to be that you can actually get blocks with destructor pearls by placing torches or half slabs underneath them, because the falling blocks act like gravel. So as you can see, bang, bing, 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 bing. So much wood, so much wood. And so my second tip is going to be that if you're destructor, this is going to be our person right there. He's a very good person. Most people will throw it directly at the person. What you actually want to do is throw it behind the person first, so that they can't escape, and then throw it at that person there. Now I've got to run because I'm going to die. No. No, I'm not recording this again. And my third tip is going to be that you can use the same strategy for mining. Anyways, you can use that same strategy for mining and for suffocating players, because the falling blocks act as gravel, which means they can do suffocation damage. Additionally, the blocks can you can mine using the destructor pearls and half slabs, because then it drops ores from the ceiling in a radius around the destructor pearl. So you can use this to get, and this is also interesting because you can use this as a silk touch function, meaning you can create traps with this as well, because it will drop the ore and not the smelted version of the ore. Like it will drop pure diamond ore, not just the diamond, which means you can create some cool traps with that. My next tip is going to be that you should is going to be a controls tip. So if you go options and then controls, you have a sprint key. Now most people, right there, most people just double tap the forward key, but that is inefficient, and their sprint key is a much better option. The sprint key does not run out. If you've ever noticed how if you double tap space and you run for a really long time, you'll just stop sprinting suddenly. With the sprint key, that never happens. Additionally, the sprint key can make you move faster in basically anything. It makes you move faster on horses, in water, on minecarts, on mules. And the second thing you want to reset is your F5 key, which should be there it is. Toggle perspective. I have mine reset to G. Now this is useful because you can check behind you to see if enemies are chasing you. It makes it a lot easier to use to shift off the map and look for ores. And it just makes everything a lot easier, instead of having to go and reach around for the F5 key, which not very many people can know where it is immediately. And my last tip, I'm going to need a different kit. So I'm going to be back with you in a second once I'm in a Bridges game and I have that kit equipped. We're back, and for this trick, it is for bomber kit. So you'll notice that oftentimes when you throw a TNT at some ores, you don't always get all of the ores, and you have to throw multiple TNT just to get like 3 or 4 pieces of iron. So one trick to help with that, this applies much better to gold than iron and diamonds and that sort of thing. But if you mine all the way around the ore, then it drops way more of it. So as you'll see in a second, And the reason for that is because the TNT... I hate people like this. I really do. Dude, leave. Okay, now that my annoying friend has left, let's try this again. Ah, good, some gold. This will demonstrate it nicely. No, damn. So freaking done with the people on this map. Go. Okay, now that our hopefully final person has left, I guess we're gonna have to demonstrate it with coal. I swear, if one more person comes, I'm going to lose it. And that's the edge. Great. But I believe we can still demonstrate this. Or at least try. So if I drop my TNT down there and then block off so I don't take any damage. Hopefully it did. Let's try with this ore. I think I'm just going to cut this segment out. Or cut the last two segments out and then record only this part. So now we can hopefully observe this. Aha, see, I got all of the gold ore, whereas if I had just thrown my TNT at a piece of it that was sticking on the top, I could have gotten a lot less. So yeah, that's basically all for today. If you enjoyed the video or like